All hangs in the balance as they find themselves at the forefront of a legal battle aiming to strip them of their commercial driver's licenses.
Because there's nothing in federal or state law that says only United States citizens can hold a commercial driver's license.
Hear why advocate groups warn this could dangerously impact California's economy and how the state's DMV is offering them much needed relief as that legal battle plays out.
The commander-in-chief is now ending his push for National Guard troops in several major cities following a Supreme Court decision. Why the president warns he is not permanently washing his hands off the plan, and how state leaders here in California are reacting to the news.
With the new year come some new changes. What tariffs the Trump administration is now pressing pause on. Plus, hear a breakdown of the federal changes taking effect today and how these will likely impact everyday life.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, great day.
Good morning to you in 2026. We begin this hour with a live look at downtown Fresno. Today's high in Fresno will be 62 degrees. It seems like we've gone from foggy to soggy. Good morning. I'm Liz Gonzalez.
Good morning. I'm Christina Rodriguez. Justin Willis and Carl Cook are off today. Thank you for joining us and Happy New Year.
I know, right?
Yes.
This is our year.
Yeah.
Fox 26, 2026. Why not?
That's right.
So you are handling the weather duties today.
Yes.
Thankfully not as complicated as the last couple of days.
That's right. We've had a lot of fog. Now we're moving into the rain. And that's going to be the name of the game today, as it was last night for people who were out. They did have a wet New Year's Eve, and that will be continued today.
Just think about it. Washed everything clean. Why not?
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's go into your day planner here. Now, like we have been talking about, it's been foggy. Now we're going into that rain system. And we'll just go here for a second and let me get your day planner here. And Liz, like we've been talking, you know, if people are heading out this morning, they have to ensure that they're getting their umbrellas out, getting their jackets ready for that rain.
Especially if your car is in your garage, make sure you've got your umbrella ready to go. Or in my case, my daughter's umbrella was in my back seat. We're going to take a look at the radar coming up a little bit later in this couple of minutes. We're just trying to get some hiccups here. As we mentioned, Justin's off. Christina's filling in when it comes to the weather. There we go. But we're going to keep moving on. We'll check back in just a matter of moments. The search for a missing Huron man has now come to a tragic end. In this case, family members and friends of Francisco Madera say that his body was found in a canal. The 34-year-old's body was recovered. Madera was last seen December 13th in the Hanford-Armona area after he was heading home, but they say he never arrived. On Christmas Eve, family, friends, and volunteers searched and shared flyers throughout the community. A GoFundMe has been organized by his family to help with funeral expenses. That is up on our website at KMPH.com. Thousands of immigrant drivers are now in the middle of a legal battle over commercial licenses that don't match their work authorization documents as required by California law. They had received termination notices from the DMV, even though many of the drivers were authorized and qualified. This prompted a class action lawsuit filed last week by 5 drivers and several civil rights groups. Advocates say the move would cost drivers their jobs and disrupt the state's economy.
First, our case is about simple fairness. People who took all of the steps, followed the rules, went to driving school, obtained a driver's license, showed their work authorization, their lawful work authorization to the DMV, and then because of a mistake that the DMV has since fixed, we're told, even though you did everything right, you're going to abruptly lose your license on January 5th.
Now the DMV is holding off letting nearly 17,000 drivers keep their licenses until March 6th. These additional 60 days should give them more time to correct the problem.
You could imagine, you know, if you received suddenly a notice, you know, from an agency saying that, you know, in 60 days, you're no longer going to get to continue with your profession and your career and the way in which you've been making your livelihood. And there's absolutely no recourse no ability for you to explain, to challenge that decision, of course, any person in those shoes is going to experience panic. Now, with this extension in place, it's giving everyone a chance to breathe. There's a relief to know that come Monday, people's livelihoods are not going to be just taken away from them.
Advocates say if the federal government disrupts the DMV's new extension, they are prepared to take further legal action. A hearing date is scheduled for January 20th. Advocates say the drivers looking for more clear answers can get help right now. The Asian Law Caucus has updated an online resource answering common questions about commercial licenses. Drivers can also reach out directly through a hotline, or email for additional support. The program's director stresses that for now, impacted drivers remain legally licensed and should not surrender their commercial licenses as the case moves forward. We provided a link for that on our website at kmph.com. Meantime, Governor Gavin Newsom is now pushing back against U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy in a post made to X yesterday in response to Duffy's post on Wednesday night that we told you about yesterday here on Great Day. The governor says, quote, Sean, facts matter. Your staff told California DMV they were open to an extension 8 days ago. In fact, they agreed to an extension made logistical sense and was reasonable in a meeting on December 18th. DMV relied on that guidance and acted accordingly. Only after the plan became public did your agency suddenly object. That's not California lying. That's federal mismanagement, something we've unfortunately come to expect under your leadership. Happy New Year, end quote.
I'm Christine Frizzell with a breakdown of the new aggressive actions the White House is taking against the state of Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.